Hello, a Harja Jimmer Tashiv, and welcome back. So, we want to talk about family members. Who is in your family? Now, with this, I'm listening out for being able to describe your family. So, let's go through a very kind of generic kind of mother, father, brother, sisters for a couple of seconds, and then let's get into the actual stuff that I'm specifically listening out. Remember, there's an ulterior and a hidden motive behind everything that I'm asking you in the orals. So, the first one we have is ahar for the word for father. That's fine. And lias ahar is stepfather. And we have the word maher for mother, and then we have lias vaher. Now there's a slight little difference. Make sure that we can add in that letter V sound for the examiner over there. Lias vaher, stepmother. We have drahar for brother, that's fine. And we have draharacha, brothers in the plural form. And we have drifur for sister, and we have drifuracha in the plural for sisters, and we also now know how to differentiate between brother and sister because they're quite similar in Irish, aren't they? So it's that letter F. We think F for female, so drifur is the word for sisters for the female form. Scarha and Cul Scarha. Let's go for Cul Scarha because that's the title of one of your poems, isn't it? So Cul Scarha in Irish is the word for divorced, and if you look at the word Cul Scarha, it actually contains the word scarha, right? And scarha is actually the word for separated. So scarha, separated, cul scarha, divorced. Now, this is what I'm listening out for. Eldest, youngest. So in my mind, I'm asking you who is in your family. And I'm listening out, can you use what we call the comparative adjective in Irish? Now, the comparative adjective in Irish is just a very, very, very fancy word for talking old, older, oldest, young, younger, youngest, quick, quicker, quickest. So this is my assessment. So let's have a look at this. So on duine is óige, the youngest person, and then we put in ismisha in front of. So ismisha, I am. On duine is óige, the youngest person. And now I'm going to put in teaghlaigh in the family. Now, I told you in a previous video, and you might say, Michal, you told me that clan meant kids. It does, doesn't it? But you're telling me that you are the youngest of your parents' kids. That's the word clan. That's what it means. So, ismisha on duine is óige teaghlaigh means I am the youngest person, teaghlaigh, of the kids. Look at another example beside us here. We have on duine is sine. Now, on duine is sine means the eldest person. On duine is sine, the eldest person. So you can say I am ismisha. So ismisha, I am. On duine is sine, the eldest person of the kids. Now you can use teaghlaigh, the family. But the family of kids is what we're saying. This is where the mistranslations happen with an awful lot of the books and teachers. Now let's look at the opposite, right? If you want to talk to me and say that John or Mark or Matthew or Luke is the youngest person, well, it's kind of going to be quite similar. You're going to go for on duine is óige. On duine is óige. Same structure that we had there a couple of seconds ago. But what we're going to say is a Sean. Is a Sean. Sean is on duine is óige, the youngest person, and then teaghlaigh of the kids. And again, if you want to tell me that a female is the oldest or the youngest, well, we have the same structure on duine is sine. There is no difference between these at all. They're identical on duine is sine, and the same here on duine is óige. That never changes. But the first part, Niamh is female. So we have to say is Niamh. Niamh is the youngest, or sorry, the eldest on duine is sine, and then teaghlaigh of the kids. So you've came across the word a here. A comes from she. And the same thing, E here, you've came across in Irish. E comes from she. So we're just matching up the male and the female parts. That's all. Is a Sean comes from she, and is E Niamh, it comes from she. Now the next part, if maybe you're in the middle of the family of an elder and you have a younger, well, you might want to say ismisha on duine or tame ilar na cluine, in the middle of the family. So tame, I am ilar na cluine, in the middle of the family. If you're an only child, perfect, you can say páiste éinear. So is páiste éinear me. I am an only child. Is páiste éonar me. You might want to tell me older and younger. John is older, Niamh is younger, or Niamh is older and John is younger. Again, I'm assessing all of your comparative adjective in this question. So let's have a look at how to use this. Níos sine means older. Ná means than. And me means me. Older than me. Níos sine ná me. Same structure as English. Just pop the person in front of it. Tá Sean. Sean is. Níos sine ná me, older than me. And it's the exact same structure as your English. Let's look at the opposite then for younger. So we can go for níos óige, younger. Ná means than, T-H-A-N. And then we have the word me, meaning me. So just pop in the person. Who is younger than me? Well, tá Niamh. Niamh is níos óige, younger, ná than me. Me. Same structure as English. And remember, Irish is a verb first language, which means we are always putting the verb first and then the person. Verb first and then the person. Tá Niamh. Now we're getting into, I'm listening out very, very careful to your Irish because I want to know, are you higher level, are you ordinary level? And if you are higher level, are you H4, H3, H2, H1? So I'm listening to everything you're telling me in the first couple of seconds to try and get a feel for where I think your grade is. So that's why the starting questions are the most important questions, because you want me to think straight off the bat, grand, I have a higher level student, but not only that, you're nailing all the grammar points, and I start to think H1, H2. So forget about all the tricky, complicated questions for a second. Everything hinges on the first couple of seconds. So what we're going to do now is we're going to listen to your numbers. So I've listened to a couple of things. I've listened to you count people. I've listened to your use of clan and teaghlaigh. I'm listening to old, older, older. Now I'm going to start getting into the numbers and kind of how old people are. So ruga me, I was born. Now the pronunciation, you can go for this one, right? If you want to just go up to the letter A, ruga, that's perfect. You've got loads of ways of pronouncing this, but let's go for ruga. Ruga me sa bhliain. So what I'm going to get you to do is pop the letter V above that for me. Sa, which means in the, and bhliain is the word for year. Sa bhliain, in the year. And again, if you want to say he was born, well, let's take that. Ruga A. He was born. Sa bhliain with a V sound. Pop that letter V above that BH for me there. And again, if you want to say she was born, it's the exact same in Irish. So we're going to go for ruga E. Ruga E. Ruga E and then sa bhliain. And again, do me a favour, pop the letter V above that BH. Sa bhliain. Now let's put in our years. So if you have brothers or sisters that were born in 1995, 1996, 1997, these are actually quite simple in Irish. So we can go for Mila Negade, which means kind of 1990, right? Mila Negade, Nochani, 99. So Nochani, 99. 98, Nocha Hocht, 97, Nocha Shocht, 96, Nocha She. It's just a nice same number. So put Nocha for 90 and then put Haim, Do, Tree, Cahar, Cuig, She, Shocht, Ocht, and Ni in there. So Mila Negade, 1990, 99, Nocha Ni. Now, those who were born then in the 2000s, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is really, really, really simple. But there's two pronunciation parts that I want you to be very, very careful about. So the first one here, right, is we want to say 2000. So listen to this. Ga vila. Ga vila. So what we're going to do is we are going to pop the letter G here and we're going to pop the letter V there. Ga vila, which means 2000. Ga vila. Now this is lovely and simple. So if you want to say 2001, put in is, meaning and, ahin, 1. That's it. 2002, we have ga vila, remember that G and the V sound. Put in your is, which means and, ado, 2. Ga vila is a tree, ga vila is a car, ga vila is a cui, ga vila is a she, ga vila is a hooked, ga vila is a knee, and ga vila is a, and it goes on and on and on and on all the way up. But I am listening out to your use of numbers, so be very, very careful with those. Now, let's have a quick look then at the word bhliain. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that video there for you, right? But I do want to show you this one coming up straight away because this is definitely on my hit list for Leaving Cert students. So, they are your family members, who's who. We also looked at how to use the comparative adjective in Irish, which I'm listening out for, and also the starting kind of numbers when people were born. So what we'll do is we will get on to the next video, nice short simple video for you in a couple of seconds, how to actually use the word bhliain properly. That, folks, you are deadly. Go to me, Mogov. Slán inis.